If we return to Unova, do we think that we could possibly get maybe like either a new set of starters, kind of like we saw in Legends Arceus? That was wildly popular.
You're saying for the Paradox
I'm talking
thing?
about, for the Paradox game. I'm kind of
I think for that, I think that they would definitely do something with the starters, there's no doubt.
And like, they could give us the same starters, but maybe new evolutions.
Yeah, they would follow the same kind of thing as Legends, even if it's not a Legends game. You know what I mean? Like, we get new Pokemon, maybe. At least we get new kinds of forms of something.
Yeah. Well, what about the starters?
You know what? This is my... Should I even say this?
Say it.
I'm going to tweet this out one day. In the future, in the far future, probably, because I plan ahead. But anyway, I would like, and this is crazy. This is a crazy idea. It's not going to happen, but maybe they do it on a small scale. I would like if it's like Unova was the first game that like did a soft reboot of Pokemon.
Yes.
How crazy would it be if we get like regional fakes or lookalikes, whatever, for like?
Oh, that's cool.
The entire dex would be amazing, but I'm saying like. Imagine they did it for the starters. So like you get these starters, or maybe you get like a whole brand new line of these starters, and they're actually like only lookalikes of the starters that you
get,
got before.
or even of the Kanto ones,
Nepig and Ishawat.
Yeah, or maybe of the Kanto ones, but I don't know. I would love if it was these guys, and because they're
I don't know if I think they do that though, just because Oshawott just got the Hisui and Samurai.
No, that doesn't mean anything. I was thinking about that too. I don't think it means anything.
I know that, but I'm saying it would be like treatment to that line.
But they do that with other Pokemon too, right?
I know everything's been thrown out with Scarlet and Violet. Like
they do
or Gen 8 Pokemon.
Like you are right. I hear what you're saying, Lumi. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, well, that means Oshawott gets 2 regional forms, right?
Right. It'd just be a little, and it'd be a little boring to me too, because like to me, it would be more exciting if Totodile, a different water star, got something. You know what I mean? Then I'm like,
which we could see that. We could see that.
Listen, the whole idea is boring to me actually, though, because I don't really like regional fakes. But I'm just saying that it would make sense that it because they rebooted Gen 5, basically, like these were all Gen 1 Pokemon copies. You know what I mean? So it's like, should we make copies of the copies kind of thing?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of a fun idea. I don't know if Game Freak ever thought of it, but
so like
I think
so in Black 2 White 2 they do a similar thing to what they do in Legends, where it's like we start the game in Unova from an area that's kind of tucked away off the coast, right? You take a boat after like 2 gyms. You take a boat to mainline Unova, and if we start, I mean, I don't know, maybe we start in, because we know the Blueberry Academy is in Unova. Maybe we start in the Blueberry Academy, or maybe we start this new game north of the region or something. It's just somewhere outside of the regular area, right? And whoever is our professor, whoever's in that role, could really just be like, these are the 3 starters I have, and they're a different set of starters, and as they grow in Unova, they evolve differently. It's literally a pretty easy thing to implement, I think.
Blueberry Academy would be a good place to do that, because literally all the starters are found there.
Dude,
so like they could just be like, well, these are the ones we have on hand right now. It's Bulbasaur, a Torchic, and a Totodile,
or whatever. Yeah, totally. Yeah. And then, I mean, because that's the thing. The only reason why they evolve differently is because they're evolving in Hisui. It's not like a special item or anything, right? It's not like there's no plot device. All it is these starters grow up in a new region, right? So I love that so much, man. I love it.
They would have to do something that logically made them change too. So like, I mean, I could still see it being like, oh, you get these 3 random starters, but you can use their terrestrial form, once they get to their final evolution, like something like that. Yeah. Because now Terrastal,
then they get an item.
Now Terrastal is in Unova, so you can get that for all 3 of them at the end.
You could also say they evolve differently in Unova, and just the reason they don't in the Blueberry Academy is because the Blueberry Academy has an artificial environment.
Yeah, that's true. True.
I mean, it's the same reason you're not going to find wild Alolan Ninetales there,
Right. It would not be able to be any of the Unova starters, clearly.
Yeah, no, it'd have to be,
I don't think it'd be the Kanto starters. I think it'd be cool if it was Totodile.
No, like random. It'd be random.
Yeah.
It would be like a mix grab, like it was with Legends.
I would say Gen 3, because we don't have that representation. I hope it's Torchic. Trico would be cool. And then Gen 4 is off the table. And then Gen 5's off the table because that was in Legends.
I wouldn't say Gen 4 is off the table.
I wouldn't say Gen 4 is off the table either. I mean, think about it. When Legends came out, they used Rowlet, which had just come out a few games ago. You know?
That's true. I'm just done with Sinnoh right now.
I know, but they didn't get anything, the Sinnoh starter.
Yeah, it's true.
I hate them.
So Gen 3, Gen 4, and then Gen
person.
8.
You know what, though? If Sinnoh starters got something special, like, maybe it would make them better, so I'm down.
They don't need anything.
As long as it's not the monkey.
What Pokemon do you think...
I don't think they can make it better.
What starter do you think needs a bump, like a bump? I think Meganium.
For Alligator?
We need a new Meganium.
For Alligator's got Sheer Force. He's good. He's got Sheer Force and Dragon Dance. He's fine.
To be honest, Snivy and Tepig really need something.
They do.
But yeah. I'm trying to think.
Just like your personal favorite.
No, we're not
Chespin or
picking
Fennekin.
favorites. We're picking our least favorites to like fix them.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Chespin or Fennekin, like from a competitive standpoint, could use something, especially when you think about how Greninja got Ash Greninja and all, and they kind of were like Chespin, Fennekin, y'all just sit there.
But that doesn't exist anymore, so he is back to being with them.
No, but he does still have a special ability, you know, that's not his hidden ability. And then also, even with his hidden ability, you know, at the time, they gave him Protean, which, like, no other Pokemon had except, I think, like, Ekleon got it for its hidden ability. But, like, it was insanely broken. And they're like, Delphox, you can have Magician and Chestnut. Here's Bulletproof.
Yeah.
You know? But they're like, but Greninja, my son.
You get Protean.
You will have Protean.
I mean, the same thing happened with Libero.
2 signature moves.
Isn't it called Libero or whatever?
Yeah, and Meowscarada is
yeah, exactly.
Protean. Yeah, but see, like now it's an established ability, so it wasn't as much playing favorites as it was back then.
Give Meganium. Give Meganium Protean. That's what I would pick. I'd pick Meganium as the grass starter from Johto. I would pick Mudkip from Gen 3. And then you would need something a little bit more Fennekin.
Yeah. I think that Gen 3
that's good too, because that's a reptile, a fish, and a I think mammal.
Yeah.
I think Gen 3 would actually be the starters that they wouldn't pick. Like,
why?
Because they have Megas already. No, because they have the Megas already.
Dude, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I don't think.
I think that they have plenty of other starters to pick out of that.
You say that, but like, I mean, Decidueye got his, you know, he had just come out and he had a Z move, you know, exclusive Z move. So I mean,
don't count.
Well, they don't. But I mean, it is. I'm just saying he had already just gotten some special treatment. And they didn't mind using them again.
No, I don't know.
It's been a while since Megas, and what's the point in saying you can't have one because you have a Mega when
you can't
Megas aren't
use
even
Megas.
a thing?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not saying that they can't. I'm just saying it feels less
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I got you.
They got treatment, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so that would be cool.